The question is, what fell out of Robbie Williams' hole? Something fell out of a hole on Robbie Williams. And we all need to figure out exactly what was in Robbie Williams' hole. We investigate. The World Cup was on. The only reason I knew that the World Cup was on is because I have a Brazilian boyfriend and he is very, very invested. It was a very sad day in our house when Brazil didn't make it through to the next round. But the big finale was on, and it was between Spain and Argentina. The big finale.
Is that what they call the finale?
I think it's a grand final, but I'm going to say finale.
Yeah. Finale's very theatrical.
Background. Yeah, I'm a theatre background. Listen, this isn't about the sports.
Oh, okay, good. I was going to say, what the fuck are we doing talking about the World Cup? It's over, man. Get over it.
Spain won against Argentina, which makes my Brazilian boyfriend very happy because anyone who beats Argentina, he is stoked.
So I have an Argentinian boss.
So he's dark.
Whoa.
No. It's a man. I knew it was a man.
Whoa.
We said boss.
Sexist.
He said boss. It can't be a woman.
That's crazy stuff for a gay man.
No, you told me that you've got two bosses. One is a man.
I do have two bosses.
One's
a boy, one's a girl. So that is it. Yes. My girl boss, Slay, put it on a cup. She is Argentinian and she moved to a different team actually yesterday when all of that went down. And we all thought maybe for the best because she might have been in a mood.
Yeah.
I hope she's listening. Shout out.
I could see how that could go really wrong because some people really put a lot of investment into sport, and I love it. I love the passion. It doesn't affect me the same way. So what I am invested in is halftime entertainment. No matter what the sport, if there's a halftime entertainment show, your boy's going to watch it. And the halftime entertainment show for the World Cup final was put together by Chris Martin. You know, the guy from Coldplay.
Yes.
It had a bunch of people in it, like, Shakira, Madonna, Bieber. Obviously, Chris Martin was there. There was so many different cameos on the stage. And people collectively fucking hated it. Really? We're not into it. I didn't love it. I didn't
watch it at all. But I saw, the only thing I watched was that I follow this funny girl on Instagram and she put on a European accent and she kind of made fun of the fact that it seemed like an American halftime show.
Right.
But for Europeans, so it didn't really make sense. Europeans don't really want that.
I'm not American, but I didn't want that. Because to me, I want to see, a spectacle, and I want to see a great performance, but I don't, it was too much. It was too much. It was the epitome of I've got a famous phone book and we've got a bunch of FIFA money. So let's make this happen. Even if the artists weren't directly being paid, the cost to put it all on would have been a lot. And it was like a long show too, which was weird because as someone who doesn't love sports, I used to actually be a ground announcer for football, soccer, and the half was too long. So the half went longer than a half is normally in a soccer game. So I was confused.
So they elongated it for the show.
Yeah, but that's breaking FIFA's own rules. Anyway, I haven't really fully looked into that because, again, I don't care about the sport aspect. What I do care is that Robbie Williams was one of the performers, and then later on he was on television and he was doing an interview. And while he was doing the interview, something happened. And this really caught my attention. Have you seen it?
Love it. No, haven't seen any of this.
Robbie Williams on television. Just see if you can see what happens.
Spain deserve to be in World Championship.
They really deserve the whole thing tonight. It was just Spain. Completely frightened.
Bro, come on.
All the possession, all the attempts on goal. Argentina.
What a fucking amateur, bro.
He took a white thing off the microphone. Was it white?
Yeah. A little.
So people saying it's cocaine out of the nose.
A little white thing dropped from Robbie's hole onto the microphone sock, right?
Was it definitely the nose?
Now, let's look at it closely. Let's look at it real closely so we can just see where it came from. Now, I looked at this really closely and I think it come from the mouth.
Look, it's really hard for me to see on the screen.
Because it's tiny, yeah.
It's tiny, but for me it looked more like mouth, and I have an instant idea of what it is.
Everyone's online and they're saying things like amateur, this many years being a pop star. Like you should, like, even Robbie has talked about in his own documentaries about his abuse of substances.
Cocaine.
And how he indulged in a lot of those things. So to go straight to everyone's like, mate, what are you doing? Now, I'll admit, I've never done drugs. There you go. I've said it. I've never done drugs.
Dork.
I'll also admit I've been to a lot of parties where I've watched people, and I've also been in a cubicle store where I've watched people.
Why would you go into the cubicle
I didn't
store
know that's
if
what
you're not
I didn't
going
know.
to?
I didn't
Why
know.
were you going in
I
there
went
with
to
someone?
the toilet because I thought we were going to the toilet, and then because I was like, yeah, I need to pee, and then I went to the toilet and I peed, and they were like,
No.
come in here, and I was like, what's in here? And so I went
Why?
in, and
What's
then
in here? Oh my God, you're so cute and dumb.
I was very young. This wasn't 5
It
minutes ago.
doesn't matter.
I was so young.
It doesn't matter. The younger, the more you should know, to be fair. At 40, if someone called you into a cubicle, you should be like, why? What's going on? But at 18, you should be like, these people are probably going to snort cocaine off this
I
disgusting
didn't
toilet
know. I
seat.
just didn't know. Okay. And that is my first thought, as I'm not a complete germaphobe, but I do like to be clean. So my
Yeah.
first thought was, is this the best place for us to be doing this? Like, I think we could find different places for you to get white. Also, it's white on white. So you've layered this white powder on this white tabletop, and then you're just sniffing around it. I mean, it's crazy to me. It's actually crazy to me.
He needs to understand the logic behind it all before getting into something like that, and none of it made sense, so he never would.
No, the logic makes no. That's why I never smoked a cigarette. I held one once. It smelled on my fingers, and that's it. I've never put a cigarette in my mouth. Many other things that are questionable, but never a cigarette. So also, just there was a guy that I worked with. I'm sorry, another tangent. The WacaDoos will love it. There was a guy that I worked with, and let's just call him the Chad because his name was Chad. And
Do I know the Chad?
no, you don't. This is before we
No,
met.
I didn't know the Chad.
He danced like this: big box, little box, put it in a box, take it home. Take it home.
Oh,
Big box, little box, put it in a
the
box.
Chad.
Yeah, fucking
Fuck
love
yeah,
that
the
shit.
Chad.
And that was because he's coked to the eyeballs. But he said
it.
to me once, because he had done some work in America, I'm really narrowing down who this is. So this
You
is going to
really
be
are.
interesting. So he'd done some work in America, and he said, you know what's really good about Australia? Is that they've got plastic notes. So it's much easier to roll them and use them as...
You have such a back catalogue of knowledge of all of this for someone who hasn't touched it before.
Are you questioning me?
No, I'm not, because I know you too well.
You've been, listen, I've decided that I am fun enough on alcohol. And that's all I need. That's all I need. That's fine. And trust me, I've done plenty of that. And I'm not judging someone if they're doing drugs because I'm jumping in the stall with them going, guys, what are we doing?
Dude, I went out on the weekend. Like, you know, when we smell some vodka Red Bull and we
Yeah,
go,
and you go, should we?
or just plain Red Bull and we go, should we?
Yeah.
I went out on the
I
weekend.
saw bits and pieces, yeah.
Like I was home by 10:30.
Great. Best
But-
stuff going out.
Everyone's so young. I just couldn't believe how young everyone is. And all of the boys look exactly the same. Like if you lined them up on the wall, the cop wall, all this moustache, same
yeah.
exact curly haircut
Yeah.
thing. Every single one. It was mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. Sorry, just another tangent. Because we were talking about going out.
But I feel like
I
if
just
we're talking
couldn't
about that
believe it.
generation, the girls do the same thing. All the girls look the same to me. Like if they're
Well, yeah, and they're all getting the same sort of lip plumping and this, that, and whatever. So they're all kind of molding into each other.
Yeah, they're
there
all like-
was a little white snow bunny because I was at the snow. This girl, she was living her truth, just getting all the boys on the D floor, and she was dressed head to toe in white fur hat, white fur coat, and then the white ski bunny, like one piece. You couldn't write about it. It was unreal.
So are you saying that on the weekend out you did coke in the bathroom? Or
I
we
did
just
not do coke in the bathroom.
You're just
I did
doing
not
your
do coke
standard
in the
Coke, which is the diet
No.
variety.
I went outside at one point, freezing. I went outside at one point and there was so much cigarette smoke. I was like, I'm going to be sick. Oh my God. I'm going to be sick. And then we left. We got on the courtesy bus home.
That's who you've become now.
That's who I've become.
So I've been around drugs. I've seen many people put drugs in places, and
Yeah.
I've never seen drugs fall out of a nostril
No,
in a clump.
like that.
Never, not once.
No.
And I told you about Chad. Like, I've seen it. I've seen plenty go up
Yeah.
there, and if
I don't know
anything was
why
going to
we wouldn't-
calcify and drop out, it would have been with the Chad. And
And it didn't. And I don't know why we don't. Is it just because it's Robbie Williams that we went straight to cocaine clump and not a clump of snot? Like, if it was
snot isn't white like
if
that.
it was a,
It's not as clear
but
or
if it,
green. Not white.
but
It
yeah, okay.
It looks.
But see-
it looks like a lozenge, right? It looks like a mint. It looks like.
I think it is a tonsil stone.
Okay, there you go. Let's get his reply, because obviously
Does he think that too?
Robbie wanted to share with everybody that he wanted to apologise and clarify some things, I guess, a little bit.
Just like to apologise for the object that fell onto the microphone yesterday. It was deeply unprofessional, and people worried about me. But
blowing a balloon
it's
up.
okay because I had several more.
So
to me.
he's saying it's just a mint, but a lot of people were in his defense saying it was a tonsil stone, which I had to
Yes.
go and Google because I was like, what is a tonsil stone?
Never had one.
No, I'd
had
never had a tonsil stone. So I wanted to get clarity. And then it came up with diagrams that made me go, oh, I don't know if I want this.
I went through. I don't know what was going on with me last year, but maybe I was fighting some sickness that never like came to fruition. But
So weird because you tell me that you never get sick.
well, no, but I was fighting it, and that's what I mean.
Right.
Like my body fought it, so I never got the sickness. But what I
Right.
did get was tonsil stones, and they were persistent for a few weeks there. Like it was fucking.
So you'd cough 'em up.
Disgusting. Well, kind of depended. So there was sometimes where I would cough them up. And then sometimes so they get stuck in your tonsils, and you can sometimes, at least for me, you can feel them on the back of your tongue. So it feels like you've got food or something stuck in your throat, but it's not food, it's a tonsil stone. So this is disgusting. And anyone who may have had the hots for me before this, it's going away after this. I would get a cotton tip, and I would like scrape it off the back of my tonsil to just get it out because it felt so uncomfortable feeling the hard tonsil stone. And then you'd like dig it out and it would come out. And sometimes they were teeny tiny and sometimes they were like a bit bigger. But I'm going to tell you something, again, the grossest part. They fucking stink.
Sounds like one's coming up now. Because it's like a calcified thing, right?
Well, yeah, it's a calcified like snot or something. I don't even know. Like it must be calcified mucus or something. And they're hard. And yeah, I ended up resorting to digging them out because they made me feel so uncomfortable. Some people just leave them until they naturally like cough them out or like maybe swallow them. But I could always feel them with my tongue. So I always got them off.
Here's why I'll tell you that we've kept the audience. Well, a portion of the audience. And I'll tell you why we've kept a portion of the audience who still want to bang you, right? Is because you've just explained that you could get a cotton tip.
Stop.
You could scrape the back of your throat with no gag reflex.
Oh my God.
I mean, that's incredible. That's incredible. The amount of information you just gave up without really
I
realizing.
cannot believe that I just said that. So
Anyway, safe to say, Robbie Williams was not doing coke just before his World Cup final performance, okay? His halftime show performance. He wasn't on the field. It clearly, well, I guess say clearly, it was questionably what hole it dropped out of is questioned. But guys, it's either like he's clearly made it seem like it's a mint. And a lot of singers have mints in their mouth all the time. Jonathan Groff,
well, yeah.
He says he just has mints in his mouth all the time because you want to keep the saliva up. So got to keep that shit moist. So it makes sense to me. You get it right. So it makes sense to me.
Wrap it up.
And I didn't know we'd get the gifts that we did this episode, but we did, and that's why you're a WacaDoo, and you've watched all the way, and we really appreciate it. And if you want to watch more, it really helps us out, so go for it.